everyone, XAGuja23 here, and I'm back with listening to the video. Alright guys, let's talk about Tekken 8. But if you guys know who this is Maximilian Dude. He's my favorite content creator. I call him the pioneer of the fighting game community. But there was this video that Max made a couple of days ago, saying that who or what could save Tekken 8. And I'm just gonna be honest though, when Max talks about Tekken 8, he's just only talking as a casual. He's not talking about a guy who's been blood and sweat and tears of the game. Because like I said, Max only plays Tekken 8 for a couple days, and then he just goes away. But then when Tekken 8 is in a really bad state, that's where he talks about it. And like I said in his video, Max is just keep pushing this lore that, oh, for Tekken 8 to be saved, we need to add more guest characters. And once again, Max does not realize that guest characters is what is the reason why Tekken is in a bad state right now. Because like I said, it started back in Tekken 7, where the developers went way too overboard with the guest characters. Because if you look at the gameplay of Akuma, right, they took the gameplay of Akuma and they apply it into Tekken 8, where now everybody plays just like Akuma. Not only that, everybody plays like Akuma, now you have everybody who has so much reach, guard break, and etc. And it took away, like I said, it took away all the unique of the characters that they usually was. But like I said, Max is just keep pushing this, that we need guest characters. But like I said, he doesn't realize that the guest character is what killed Tekken. And like I said, man, guest characters is not going to save it. Yes, I know Max wants to push that, oh, well, we need to increase the sale. But he doesn't realize that if Tekken just stood to where Tekken was, the sale will be alright. Because that's pretty much what we want as the diehard fans. You know, we want a balanced game. We want less collabs. We want no more guest characters. We want the OG characters. We want Tekken just to go back to what Tekken was. Not all this stuff that they doing now. And like I said, Max just keep pushing this stuff about, oh, well, you know, it's about sales, it's about this, it's about surprising the fans. Like I said, if Namco wants to surprise us, just please just drop Tekken 8 and just move on with Tekken 9 and just go back to just being what we loved about Tekken. Because we missed the old days of Tekken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or if you want to say Tekken Revolution and TT2. We missed those days where Tekken was just Tekken. You know, we didn't have all this Hadouken, we didn't have all this guard break, we didn't have all this where so many characters have so much reach. We didn't have rage. I mean, don't get me wrong though, I think the rage mechanic, I didn't like the rage mechanic in 6, but still 6 was still still a good game. But like I said, I don't like how we have all this heat, you know, all these collabs, you know, all these terrible DLC, bad storylines. Like I said, Tekken was great back in the old day. And like I said, Max just keep pushing this lore, that guest character, this Tiffany, Batman, Superman, we need Goku, we need Vegeta, all this stuff, man. And like I said, Max is he's just a casual. He's not a diehard fan. Because like I said, Max is not going through the trenches of playing Tekken 8. He only just plays it for a week, he disappears, and then like I said, when Tekken is in a bad state, he'll go on Twitter, he'll look at what people are talking about, he'll do his analysis, and then he'll say it, and then his fans will eat it up. Yeah, you right, Max. Yeah, you right, Max. But like I said, man, the guest characters is what really killed. That really is what killed Tekken. And like I said, man, Tekken 8 can't be saved. I said it in my last video, if you guys check the archive, I said this game can't be saved, man. Not with the Harada, not with that Nakasami dude, especially Michael Murray, because the way they going now, there's no way this game can be saved, man. And once again, like I said, Max just needs to stop talking when he keeps up bringing up guest characters. Like I said, they are the problem or reason why Tekken is in a bad state. And not just only that, though, the guest characters is a reason why fighting games in whole are just terrible. I mean, Mortal Kombat, like I said, that game is just terrible. It's funny, though, right? When you look at it, right? Mortal Kombat has all those guest characters, but the game ain't still doing that great. I mean, look at Street Fighter. They have guest characters. I mean, they doing okay numbers, but it's just not the same anymore. I mean, look at all the other games. They keep adding guest characters, and it just doesn't really feel like a game anymore. And like I said, that's where Tekken is at now. Tekken is just going that route, following all these other game developers, adding all the guest characters. But yet, like I said, the guest characters are actually killing the game, because like I said, they're taking the gameplay of the guest characters and they're applying it into Tekken characters, and like I said, they just don't feel unique anymore. You know what I mean? And so that's why, like I said, Tekken 8 can't not be saved. It's completely dead game. Like I said, the only thing that the developers could do is just, you know, just kill the game before season 3, because it's just gonna get worse, man. Well, once again, man, like I said, Maximilian dude, you know, he is a very good content creator, but when he talks Tekken, he does not know the full thing that we are going through, because like I said, man, we diehard Tekken fans, we just want Tekken just to go back to being original, unique, where everybody was unique. And now, like I said, everybody is just playing out of their development, and there's just no defenses no more. But I think I said enough in this video. Like I said, you guys stay tuned to the channel. I got more coming. Peace and love. I am out.